doesn't seem like Christmas now.
Do you mind if I?
Jim, last time I saw you, you were thinking of becoming a deacon at Morningside.
You know, he will be next month.
I will, Pastor Connor!
But you know, Edith, I've been thinking a lot about you lately. Mr. Cooper, too. We put his nativity set up again this year.
Oh, you did? It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Made it with love, he did.
He was
It always meant so much to him.
such a very special man.
He was special. Of course, he never thought so, but he was special indeed.
Mrs. Cooper, what are you doing for Christmas dinner this year?
I haven't given it much thought.
Well, Frank and I would love to have you. We can even come pick you up if we need to.
Oh, Alice, that's sweet and all, but I think I'll pass. I just haven't been much good company lately.
Pastor Conrad, you forgot to tell her about somebody stealing baby Jesus from the nativity.
I didn't forget.
What happened?
Remember to be gentle, Pastor. Okay? We don't want any incidents now. Over and out.
Over and out. Have you heard from the boys lately?
Gary, I have, but not David. They'll call me on Christmas Day. They always do. You know, Gary was here for Thanksgiving break.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed him.
He's going to spend Christmas in Wichita this year. He's going to visit his girlfriend's family. He met her at college. She's a real nice girl.
You've raised two fine sons, Edith. You should be very, very proud.
Oh, I certainly am. I certainly am.
Phantom poet, empty cradle, silver.
What's that, Jim? Well, you all have certainly made a lonely lady's day. I'm so glad you came.
Hi, Norm.
Oh, Gary! Oh,
Merry Christmas.
oh, Gary!
Pastor Conrad, good to see you.
Merry Christmas, Gary.
Hey, Jim.
Hi, I'm Alice.
Oh, Gary! Well, what happened to Wichita? Oh, is everything okay with you and Chloe?
Yeah, everything with Chloe's great. It's just my other special lady isn't in Wichita.
Oh, Gary, you shouldn't have. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude to your friend.
Friend? Oh, her? I just met her. She was hanging around outside.
What's your name?
She doesn't speak.
Doesn't speak.
She's a mime.
Well, a mime ought to have a name.
Sure. It's... Seems she prefers to be called Mystery Mime, since her character was written into the clay to create mystery. Seems she prefers to be called Mystery Mime. It's what directors do with actors when they're not exactly leading man material. Seems our mystery mime has an ulterior motive for being here. She smells the cookies.
Oh, well, help yourself.
Well, Jim, Alice, let's be going to leave these two alone. I hope to see you at the Christmas service.
Oh, I wouldn't miss it, Pastor Conrad.
Oh, Edith, I hate to dampen your joy, but it seems though I need to be truthful with you and tell you about an incident that took place at Morningside recently.
Oh,
The nativity set that we spoke about earlier, the one that Mr. Cooper made?
Yes.
Well, I don't want you to think that we don't cherish it. We certainly do, but it seems as though someone's stolen the baby Jesus out of the manger. Everything else is there. The baby Jesus is missing from the manger. I'm sorry.
Baby Jesus is missing?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Baby Jesus?
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you, Pastor Conrad. Thank you so much. Oh.
Thank you.
And Mr. Cooper thanks you too.
Mr. Cooper?
Yes.
But you found him, right?
No, I'm sorry, we didn't.
Oh, Gary, tell me about your daddy. I need to tissue.
You should have found him.
We'll keep looking, son.
Isn't it just perfect, Gary? Isn't it absolutely perfect? Your daddy must be looking down and chuckling right now.
I'm sorry, but I'm very confused.
Every Christmas, Daddy would steal baby Jesus from our nativity set. It drove Mom nuts. He would call David and me outside every year and say, "Boys, what's wrong with this picture? Seems to me something's missing." "Daddy," we begged, "please give back baby Jesus." He just ignored us. "What's the note card doing in the manger?" "Why, look, boys, could that be a ransom note?"
I tried to talk him out of leaving a ransom note each year because I hated to see the boys cry. But he was a stubborn man, and he said, "A ransom note is absolutely necessary because what is the definition of ransom?"
To free from captivity or punishment by paying a price.
And then he'd say, "Isn't that why Jesus came to earth, Edith? To pay our ransom? Didn't he pay a very big price, the greatest price?" And what could I say to refute that? Absolutely nothing. And he knew it. Then he'd look at me and smile and say, "Well then, Edith, you'd have to agree that a ransom note is absolutely necessary."
So we hid baby Jesus year after year, but never in the same place twice.
Well, hid him, but why?
He said he'd put him away till after Christmas, because after all, Christmas isn't about Jesus.
Not about Jesus?
What?
Because we've commercialized it?
No, that's not it.
Dad would say, "Go ahead, boys, ask him for yourself. Ask Jesus what Christmas is about. And Jesus will tell you for himself, Christmas is not about him. Because Christmas is about you."
What about us?
Bad theology. Oh, that's all wrong. Tell him, Pastor.
I know. That's not what Daddy meant.
You know, Mr. Cooper knew the Bible inside and out. Well, let's hear him out.
It was just Daddy's unique way of getting a point across. Daddy said Jesus could have chosen to never come to earth, to never be born into a human body. He could have stayed in heaven and even avoided the whole crucifixion. But he chose to come to earth, not for himself, but for the one reason Mom told you, to pay our ransom. So Christmas, Daddy assured us, really is about us, about Jesus' love for us. My brother and I almost went insane searching for Jesus year after year. It became a treasure hunt of sorts. It might sound cruel, but it really became a fun family tradition. Daddy left clues until David and I eventually found baby Jesus and put him where he belonged. We couldn't rest until we found him. Trust me, when there's no baby Jesus in the manger, it really makes you uneasy.
We found that to be true, didn't we?
When something's not there, you miss it more than ever. I know, I sure miss my dad this Christmas. That's why I took baby Jesus. I did it as a tribute for my dad. I wanted him to know I will never forget him or the value of what he taught me. Sorry to mix you all up in this, though. That was never my intention. You see, when I came home for Thanksgiving, I found Dad's little shoebox of clues he had used over the years. When Chloe and I drove by the church, I saw the nativity that Dad made. At first, I thought a ransom note would be fun for you, like it was for David and me. I guess I shouldn't have done that. After I had to plead with Chloe to deliver the last clue, I realized that's when it was more about our memories than about you guys having a good time. That's when I decided to end the whole thing, and I left the last clue at the drum set telling me where I left baby Jesus.
Ooh.
Drum set, rum-pa-pum-pum.
Well, yeah, we got that part, but there was no clue.
You didn't find it? I left it there.
There was no clue. We looked.
So you didn't find the clue?
No! We looked everywhere!
Did you check between the symbols?
Ah,
The symbol.
the symbols! No, we thought it would be in the big bass drum.
Well, I couldn't surrender that easily.
You can't imagine the wild goose chase you sent us on.
Sorry, Pastor.
Oh, don't be sorry. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. Huh?
That's him. Hi, this is Alice. Who are you trying to reach? Oh, Reverend Steele. Yes, this is Morningside Community Church. I had all the calls forwarded to my cell because we're not in the office right now. Yes, he's here. Do you want to talk to him? Reverend Steele, slow down. What did you say? Someone what? Hang on, let me check with him. This is your friend Reverend Steele from the church across town. Apparently someone has just stolen their baby Jesus from the nativity set and driven off in a big blue Dodge Ram.
A blue Dodge Ram? David's home for Christmas!
He wants to know if you're any good at solving riddles. Should I tell him?
What? Robbing of a blessing? Or what kind of friend would that make?
Reverend Steele. Perhaps baby Jesus has just been misplaced. Did you look in the straw? Sorry, sir. Of course I don't think you just fell off the turnip truck yesterday. How about the three kings? Are they carrying gifts that they traverse afar? Yeah, you're familiar with the song. How do I say this delicately? Count the three kings' gifts, sir. Count the gifts.
Remember when that happened to us, Pastor Conrad?
You guys are all clueless. Follow me. I'll lead you to Jesus.
Well, they found Jesus. And if you're missing Jesus in your life, we want you to find him too. Why? Because he's the greatest gift that's ever been given. So tonight we want to invite you to come worship with us here or at one of the other fine churches that are here in the valley. For tonight, we'd like for you to stay and just worship with us with a couple of songs. And after that, there's some coffee and other fine refreshments and fellowship offering. So let's worship together.
Let's rise.